So our opponents made the claim that the current system in place is successful and that implementing a new path to citizenship would be detrimental for our country as a whole. I wish to refute against this simply because of the fact that by not creating a path to citizenship for these undocumented residents, our country is losing the potential of an increase in $832 billion in gross domestic product increase. By implementing a path to citizenship, the cumulative personal income of all Americans would increase by $470 billion in 10 years. These benefits alone, I feel, are important for the implementation of a new system. Our opponents also brought up that many individuals leaving their countries are leaving because they're trying to escape criminal justice in their home countries. However, according to the website procon.org, FBI data indicated that although between 1990 and 2013, the foreign-born share of U.S. population grew from 7.9% to 13.1%, and the number of unauthorized immigrants tripled from 3.5 million to $11.2 million, or not million people. FBI data indicated that crime rates have decreased by 48%, which included falling rates of aggravated assault, robbery, rape, and murder. If they're seeking to escape criminal justice and coming here as potentially violent people, the data indicated by FBI is signaling against this. Also, they kept mentioning how people entering now are simply illegal. It goes against the principles of being able to control our own border, being able to regulate the people who enter. However, that can be changed with separate legislation. The legislation we're proposing is for long-term undocumented residents to provide them a path to citizenship. Also, I kept bringing up the state of Pennsylvania and the costs attained for that state as around $1 billion. They don't mention exactly what these costs represent, and yet they're using the state of Pennsylvania alone to represent the entirety of the country. I don't see how one state out of 50 total can be a total representation of the costs immigration can have on a country. So the economic benefits from providing long-term undocumented residents are clear, as I stated before. By allowing this, the individuals who have lived here for a majority of time, if they were to be granted a gradual system of legalization, the U.S. economy would see a significant boost in GDP by $832 billion. Again, personal increase in American income would increase. And like I mentioned before, the White House states that by not implementing a path to citizenship, we would potentially lose out some economic output, more specifically $80 billion by not allowing a path to citizenship for these 11 million undocumented workers who are here. And so I will end with the plea that change in the current status by creating a path to citizenship would yield significant economic benefits. It would improve the values of individuals living in areas with the undocumented residents in total.